What is up, my degenerates? Chris, the Dice Degen here on Casino Gaming TV, bringing you the daily wager. What's today's date? The 9th of June. We're going to be talking about the Belmont Stakes tomorrow. That's going on, so we're going to talk about it today. A little preview show of what's to come for the Belmont. And as you can see, I'm not in my normal studio. I am away. I am not in my normal studio, but still bringing you the show, obviously, and just getting my settings straight here because I don't have my normal setup. Anyway, daily wager. What the heck? My screens are bouncing all around. I'm a mess this morning. That's what it is. But here we go. All right. I'm going to be doing the Belmont preview today. So as you guys know, disclaimer as always, the picks are going to continue. I've been posting them in Discord throughout. Going to have a couple picks throughout the day. Right now, we have the tennis match going on. Alcaraz, he's cramping up though. So I'm hoping he can turn it around. We'll see. But picks will be posted in Discord throughout the day. And we know we're going over the Belmont today. And we will do that. Why won't my thing switch? All right, so the Belmont, and Dan asked a good question. All right, Dice Dr. Dan asked a good question here. Will the Belmont run with all that smoke from Canada? So the answer to the question is yes. The Belmont will be running on tomorrow. So they canceled races up until yesterday. So Thursday is when they canceled races, and the races are supposed to continue today. So they will have racing today on Friday, and then the races Saturday as well. So as of right now, yes, the race will continue even with the smoke coming in from Canada. But for those of you who don't know, the race is tomorrow. All right, June 10th. Approximate post time is 7:02 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's in New York at Belmont Park, and this race is also called the Test of a Champion because it's a long track, mile and a half. Not a short track for some of these ponies, but don't worry. We will tell you who will do well on this track and who will not. Also, the third leg of the Triple Crown. There is no Triple Crown winner this year. Mage won the Kentucky Derby, National Treasure, with the Preakness about 3 weeks ago. And hopefully you tailed the Preakness picks because we hit the trifecta. Nice picks there. Worked out well. Again, I told you there was quite a few horses I didn't like in the last race, and I really only believed in a couple of them, and they performed just as they should have. So let's get into the horses, right? Let's get into the horses. So here's what the field looks like for the Belmont. There's 9 horses racing, so a little bit better than the Preakness, where there's only 7 horses that race in the Preakness. The good thing here, though, is that even though there's only 9 horses, the quality of horses in this race is a lot better than what we had in the Preakness. Like I told you during that show, 7 horses, 3 of them are the ones I liked. Maybe you could add a 4th in there, but 3 of them didn't really even deserve to be in the race, if you asked me, and it showed. So this race, we got 9 horses, but definitely some better quality in this race. So the horse in the one post right up against the rail is going to be Tappet Shoes with Jose Ortiz, Tappet Trice. I'm not going to go through all these because I'm going to go through all of them as we talk about each individual horse, but here's your post position. So 1 Tappet Shoes, 2 Tappet Trice, 3 Archangelo, 4 National Treasure, 5 Ear Miracolo, 6 Forte, 7 Hit Show, 8 Angel of Empire, and 9 Red Route 1. All right, let's get into the ponies. Let's talk about them. All right, so I got my my notes here because, like I said, not in my normal studio, so I had to write notes on paper, old school. I also have some of them on my computer here. So, Tappet Shoes, morning line right now, 20-1 odds. Jockey is Jose Ortiz. The trainer is Brad Cox. For this horse, 5 career starts, 1 win, 1 second, 1 third. And this horse is a stalker type horse, likes to be in, towards the lead, but not necessarily in the lead, and then try to accelerate towards the end. Has a nice speed figure of 102. Obviously a long shot here with the 20-1 odds, second highest odds in the Belmont running. The horse throughout its past races has improved the speed figure significantly in each race. So that's a trend that is encouraging, but this horse hasn't raced against any type of caliber of competition like it's going to be racing against tomorrow. And I don't really see this horse being the contender. I wouldn't be shocked if this horse is up towards the front of the pack early on. If it doesn't get squeezed out on that rail, if it gets squeezed out, don't even bother looking for this horse. But if it gets out early and can avoid that rail, it will be up in the top for maybe the first half mile, maybe 3/4 of a mile, will drop back towards the end. So not super encouraged by this horse, but has a decent pedigree, but just not an encouraging horse for degen in this race especially, but could come out quick if it wanted to. Don't think it will have an impact on the overall race as a whole. The second horse, 3-1 odds, Tapit Trice. So this horse, good horse here in the 2 spot. In the 2 post, the jockey is Luis Saez, trainer is Todd Pletcher. This horse has 6 career starts, 4 wins, no second places, but it does have a 3rd place. Has a nice speed figure of a 103. And the running style definitely does favor this horse. It is a stalker, but also has that closing potential. So look for this horse to be towards the top of the pack, not necessarily leading the race, but look for this horse around that final turn to come out and make a break for the post. So we'll see what happens there. We'll talk about how the jockeys are going to have to manage some of these horses as we go later on. But making that move too early can definitely cost them. So hopefully Saez, experienced jockey, will know that and, won't accelerate too quickly. But this horse, 3 wins prior to the Derby. This horse did race in the Derby, did not race in the Preakness. Got off to a really bad start in the Derby. If you watch the Derby back, did not start well at all, and that's what cost this horse the a good spot in the Derby. This horse also very good with distance, so that's important here because we have a 1.5 miles instead of the previous 2 races with the Derby and the Preakness being shorter races. So this one's definitely longer at the 1.5 mile distance. So this horse is good with distance. And I think this horse, like I said, with the running style, it'll be close to the top of the pack, not necessarily leading, and will shoot through at the end there and has a good chance to definitely accelerate through on those last couple furlongs and come through. So I think this horse has a good chance. We'll talk about it. You'll see this horse is one of my picks for the to be in my bets for this race. And this horse probably has the best chance distance-wise, but we're going to talk about a couple other ones as well and why I like them. Number 3, we got Arcangelo, 8-1 morning odds. Javier Castellano will be on the reins. Interesting note, Castellano obviously won the Kentucky Derby on Mage. Mage is not racing in this race, so Castellano is on Arcangelo. Trainers Jenna Antonucci, if that matters to you at all. There's quite a few horses here that are Pletcher, Baffert, and Cox horses. 3 very, very well-known trainers. So this is, not a well-known trainer. I mean, she's well-known, but just not in the same caliber as the other 3. But career record, 4 starts, 2 wins, 1 second. This horse has a very low speed figure of 97 compared to other horses running in this race. Is a stalker type horse with that closing potential. The problem here is for this horse, if the pace is quick early on, this horse will be left in the dust. However, if the pace is like a moderate speed, which it should be because of the 1.5 miles, it definitely does have a good chance with the stamina to keep it going. Has improved speed in each of the past 4 starts. Again, though, has a relatively low speed figure compared to other horses. The one benefit here, though, for this horse is that this horse did win the Peter Pan race a couple months ago on this very track. And what is significant about that is with the dirt, sand, It's a sand-based track. It does have experience there, and then obviously Castellano on the reins does have good jockey abilities and the ability to keep that horse running at a good clip. But like I said, hopefully the pace doesn't get off too quick for this horse. But this horse, if you're looking, I don't think this horse wins. I don't think it shows. I don't think it places. I think if you're looking for this horse potentially to add to a bottom of some of your exactas or some of your exotics, I mean, in the supers with like a fourth possibly. But I'll give you my picks there. But good horse overall, not my favorite, but has a chance on this track. If it wasn't on this track, I would say has no chance at all. All right, National Treasure. All right, National Treasure coming off that Preakness win. 5-1 odds on the morning line here. John Velasquez will be on the reins again. Velasquez was the jockey for the Preakness. So looking to win another jewel of the Triple Crown. Will it do it? We shall see. This is another Baffert horse. 6 starts, 2 wins. Again, one of them was that Preakness win. 1 second place, 2 third places. Good speed figure here with the 102. What I think is going to not really help this horse is the type of running style it is. It's a pace setter, likes to get out early, likes to lead the pack. It worked out well in the Preakness with the shorter track. I think it will come back to bite the horse here. Obviously a good horse, but there is better pedigree of horses in this race. Better Dice Dr. Dan. Archangelo will be a live long shot. You disagree? Don't leave him out of the exotics. Yeah, I mean, live long shot, not a bad call. I said you put him in your fourth for an exotic, I don't hate it. I don't love the horse, but don't hate it in an exotic. You may see me sprinkle it in my exotics. We'll see what happens. But I have another horse that I like for my exotics a tad better, and I'll tell you why in a little bit. I'm not going to say that for National Treasure I don't like the horse. Obviously, I like the National Treasure to win the Preakness. I just think there's better options in this race. And coming off the 3 weeks rest, while some of these other horses have had a longer rest, I think National Treasure doesn't run well. I think it finishes middle of the pack, maybe a fourth. I see National Treasure about a 5 possibly. So not my favorite horse here, but we'll explain all of that in a little bit. Not going to spend a ton of time on this horse, Il Miracolo. If you're familiar with Italian at all, that loosely translates to miracle. 30-1 odds, going to need an absolute miracle to even hit the board on this race, let alone win. 10 starts total. Nothing of note really from those starts. Where's my mouse? Here it is. Got to scroll down my thing. 10 starts, 2 wins, 3 seconds. Again, not in great races. Speed figures in 84. It's the lowest by far. Again, that's why I'm saying this horse is going to need an absolute miracle. If you ask me, this horse doesn't even belong in the race. Yeah, I don't have much to say on this horse. The only way this horse could do anything is if it goes wire to wire, if it gets out of the gate quick, leads, and just runs an absolute perfect race, wire to wire. There you go. But again, with that speed figure, with the horses that it's racing against, dead last finish, if you ask me. So yeah, I'm not going to spend too much time on that horse. Not worth it. There we go. Up next, we got Forte. All right, Forte was a favorite in the Derby. Obviously, was scratched prior to the Derby. I think this horse was one of the best horses going into the Derby. But running out of the 6 post, 5-2 morning odds. It's another Pletcher horse, Todd Pletcher. Irad Ortiz will be on the reins. You're looking at 7 starts total, 6 wins, great speed figure at a 106. And it's a horse that is going to like to be slightly off the pace in the beginning and then look to explode out of the pack there towards the end. The other thing here is this horse has had 6 weeks off, hasn't raced in the Derby, didn't race in the Preakness, had that hoof injury. There was a bruised hoof, so it was a vet scratch for the Derby, and then With that type of injury, it's like a 2 week, right around a 2 week recovery time. So that's why the horse also did not race in the Preakness. So the only concern here would be the stamina since it hasn't raced, but you can also look at it from the flip side that this horse hasn't raced compared to most of these other horses that have run recently. So look to have this horse in your top boards for a lot of these races here. And I think the stamina will be good. And I think Forte is going to be a very, very good horse in this race. Coming up next, all right. I told you I had a horse that I liked at my 4 spot. A horse that could also be a good sleeper pick here as well. My favorite long shot of the entire race is going to be Hit Show. Yes, Eric, Forte is certainly fresh. He is certainly fresh. His training runs have looked good as of late. I've been seeing some footage of that, so definitely like Forte. Hit Show. Manny Franco will be on the reins. Brad Cox is the trainer. 6 starts, 3 wins, 1 second. Speed figure of a 99, so not too bad. The thing that's good about this horse, and the reason why I like this horse, is the running style, again, is a type of closer horse. So look for this horse to be, again, middle of the pack coming into that last turn, and then look to turn the jets on. Ran a great Derby, if you ask me. I had this horse as one of my picks in the Derby. And it was on the rail. So running from the rail, that's the toughest spot in all of horse racing to run from, is from the rail. And ran a really, really good Derby overall. The issue for this horse in the Derby was that he had to battle super early, and it costed him because of that quick pace that they ran the Derby with. He ended up flattening out towards that last furlong of the race. So Hit Show here, I look for Hit Show to have a great race here. Pretty good with distance, and with that rail not being a problem for this horse in this race, big fan of Hit Show coming in this. A lot of people are going to be overlooking Hit Show. Big mistake. All right, big mistake. I like Hit Show quite a bit. Not necessarily to win the race. Could he do it? Absolutely. Do I think he will? No, but Hit Show will certainly be in my exotics for sure. I like Hit Show better than Arcangelo. I think it's a better horse, better running style, and that's why I don't like Arcangelo, because I think Hit Show will do better. And I'm going to give you my top 3 horses, obviously, as we get close to the end, but Hit Show is definitely in that 4 spot for me. And next we're going to shift over to the 8 post Angel of Empire, and not going to be a surprise to you if you watch the Derby show. Angel of Empire was my favorite horse in that race. Angel of Empire is my favorite horse yet again in the Belmont here. At 7-2 on the morning lines, Flavian Pratt will be on the reins. It's a Brad Cox horse. 7 starts, 4 wins, 1 second, 1 third. Great speed figure of a 106, and the running style is that closer type of style, which is great for this type of race because it's a longer race. And look for Flavian Pratt to be, again, right around that middle of the pack and really shoot out and close the gap if there is one, and take the lead here. Again, Angel of Empire is going to be my favorite horse in this race. Had a great running at the Derby. If the track was slightly longer, like the Belmont is, Angel of Empire would have won without a doubt in my mind. 2 Phils ran the best race in the Derby throughout the entire progression of the race. If you go back and watch, 2 Phils ran an absolutely great race. Angel of Empire was a very close second, in my opinion, in terms of running the race. The issue that happened for Angel of Empire was that in the Derby, there was 1 hole and 1 hole only, and Mage beat Angel of Empire to that hole. Angel of Empire and Pratt were lining up to go in that hole, and Mage just beat out Angel of Empire for that hole, which is why Angel of Empire did not win that race. If Angel of Empire would have hit that hole, you would have seen the result of Angel of Empire winning the Derby, in my opinion, again. But then again, I think I'm right. So, another interesting note here about this horse is that I told you it's a Brad Cox horse. Cox is adding blinkers for this race. All right, so the blinders on the horse, blinkers, blinders, whatever you want to call them. Race fans call them blinkers. But so more focus. And I think this horse is going to be an absolute threat in this race. Again, longer horse or longer track in the Derby. Angel of Empire would have came out on top, just ran out of room. Here, they're not going to run out of room. Mile and a half, definitely not running out of room. Look for Angel of Empire to take this race. In the 9 post, we got Red Route 1, 15 to 1 on the morning line. Joel Rosario on the reins. Steve Asmussen is going to be the trainer. This is another horse with 10 starts, 2 wins, 2 seconds, 1/3. A lot of starts, kind of used. Not a huge fan here. Good speed figure. Also a closer, which is good for this horse. You may see the horse hit on, a couple of exotics if you're really going to that, 5 or 6 spot. Could hit the board in that, but don't really look for this horse to do too well. If it gets a clean trip, there's a chance, but I don't think this horse has a chance to win. Again, if you want to add it in your some of your exotic bets, I don't hate it, but I don't love it either. All right, I certainly do not love it. So let's get into my picks. All right, here is going to be my 3. Again, for those of you who don't know, in Discord, the picks will be posted a couple hours prior to the race. All right. So this is my early look at the horses that I like. But picks will be posted in Discord 2 hours prior. I want the latest news on the horses before actually putting the bets in on said horses. So around 4:30, 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon on the East Coast, look for the picks there. I will give them to you. But my horses right now are going to be the 8, the 6, and the 2. Angel of Empire to win. Forte in second, and then Tappet Trice in third, with Hit Show coming in at 4 on my exotics. I will be boxing all of these on exactas, trifectas, and supers as well. But my picks here: Angel of Empire, Forte, Tappet Trice. I think these horses are going to run a great race. Like I said, Angel of Empire is going to be my number 1 choice in this race. Was my number 1 in the Derby, and just got beat out there towards the end. I don't think Angel of Empire gets beat out here. Forte obviously hasn't run in the Derby or the Preakness due to that injury, but looking for Forte to have a nice run here. And then Tappet Trice coming out of that 2 post, I think runs a great race. Hits the board here, and like I said, I told you I loved Hit Show. I wouldn't be shocked if Hit Show actually won, but I think Angel of Empire is going to come out way too good in the race, and I think Angel of Empire takes it. Is that my trifecta? As of right now, yes. If anything changes tomorrow, I will certainly let you know, but Angel of Empire, Forte, Tappet Trice would be my trifecta right now. Like I said, though, I'm going to box Hit Show into that trifecta as well. I do think Hit Show has a great chance here. So I wouldn't hate an 8-6-7 type of result either. So I think Hit Show has a good chance also. But these are my top 3 for right now. Again, once I hear the news early tomorrow, I will have people at the race. I have a lot of friends in New York who are going. So they're going to be giving me some updates from the track tomorrow. 8684 is yours. Yeah, all right, John, we're on the same page here. Forte, Angel of Empire, National Treasure. It would be good there. Yeah, I like that. Like I said, National Treasure, I don't hate the horse. I just don't think it's going to run super well in my opinion, but again, I can't leave National Treasure out in those exotics, right? I just don't think National Treasure wins, but I do think National Treasure hits the board in an exotic. That's why National Treasure is up there on the screen for you. But yeah, my top 3 would be Empire, Angel of Empire, Forte, Tappet Trice, and there's a good chance tomorrow you're going to see me go with a 8-6-7 with a Hit Show in third instead of Tappet Trice. But that's what I'm looking at right now. So Again, like I said, I will have people at the race tomorrow who will be letting me know what it's looking like tomorrow morning, what the horses are looking like, what things are going to do well. Looking forward to it. All right, so that's going to be the end. Quick show today, not super long. We have 9 horses in the race. I don't think there's too much to really dive into on a lot of these horses. I gave you why I think they're going to win, and there's my picks are up on the screen. Obviously, if you have any questions, you can feel free to put them in chat, and I will be sure to answer them. I'm going to grab a sip of water while you guys do that. You're going hit show across the board except for Razor. Love it. Yeah, love it. If Angel had gas in the tank left in the last race, distance ideal. 100%. So that's what Eric said. And this is why I was saying that if the Derby was a little bit longer, Angel of Empire would have, I think Angel of Empire would have came out and won that by not even, it wouldn't even really been that close. I think Angel of Empire with an extra quarter mile would have won that by at least a distance or two. The thing with the race, like I said, was in the Derby, right? Two Phils ran an absolutely amazing race, but there was a hole that Mage and Angel of Empire were lining up for, and Mage just beat out Angel of Empire, which made Angel of Empire have to go and wait for that hole again to open up or go around the outside, which is why it lost some time. And that's why I'm saying if the race was a little bit longer, Angel of Empire's splits at the end of the race were faster than Two Phils, and they were also faster than Mage. The thing was that it just ran out of track. That's what happened. So I think Angel of Empire will do well here. Not going to run out of track. Definitely good for the long distances here. So Angel of Empire is definitely my number one choice in this race. If anyone has any questions, we can do that. I'm going to switch over to here. Again, sorry, kind of had, a little bit of a different setup today because I am not in my normal office, and I'm going to switch my camera here so you don't have to look at what is behind me. Not there. Bang. There we go. All right, so that'll be the show, guys. Hopefully these picks will do well tomorrow. Again, like I said, in Discord around 4:30, 5 o'clock Eastern time, I will post my final plays. Definitely look for Angel of Empire in there. Definitely look for Forte in there. Definitely look for Hit Show in those exotics. Let's see if we can cash another trifecta. Hit one in the Black Eyed Susan, hit one in the Preakness. So looking to do it again. Obviously, didn't do it in the Derby. Angel of Empire was my choice there. I said I liked Mage, just didn't listen to myself. So hopefully here we'll be listening to myself, and we will go with the 8, the 6, and the 2 right now. Potentially could be 8, 6, 7. Don't hate in that third spot though, with a National Treasure is there as well in the 4 horse. So guys, hope you have a great day. Hope you have a great rest of your Friday. Hope you have a great weekend. Again, look for those picks to be in Discord tomorrow afternoon, and I'll be watching, and hopefully we'll be cashing together. Like I said, have a great weekend, and I'll see you tomorrow.